Hey guys, welcome back, and thanks for joining us here at Totally Booked Readers. My name is Alissa.
I'm Kiara.
And I'm Hope. We're three best friends with a passion for reading who enjoy getting together to talk about all kinds of books.
We're just here for the vibes, the good, the bad, and the spicy.
Stick around and join us in celebrating Hope's birthday with a fun-filled episode where we will check in on what Hope is reading and have her blind rank some of mine and Alyssa's favorite book boyfriends.
For those of you listening on Spotify and Apple Podcast, this is our first recorded episode with video. If you would like to watch as well as listen, check out our YouTube channel where this full video will be posted.
Well, we're so excited to finally be on video, and we decided to start with kind of including Hope in our book boyfriend love with book boyfriends that she's never met before. So we're going to have her blind rank them.
Yes. Well, this whole episode is kind of a surprise for Hope because it's her birthday episode. So we're doing things that are tailored to what we think Hope would like.
I'm so excited, but also so nervous because I have no idea what they have planned. For our previous episodes, we have like timelines written out of what we're going to talk about, and I feel very unprepared for this episode, but also very excited.
Well,
Yes.
Before we start with that, do you want to tell us a little bit about your birthday? How old are you turning? What are your plans?
My goodness. So, turning 26. I feel very sad about it because I love 25. 25 just seems like, I know it's not an even number, but it seems like such a round, whole, even number. Like quarter of a century is just, it's right there. It's a good number. So, but I'm hoping it'll hold some good things, and gonna have a family dinner. I'm going out to dinner with y'all and our other friend Katie. My other friends are taking me out they won't tell me, they're surprising me. It's like a whole day trip.
So many surprises.
And then I'll also be in Vegas the week after my birthday. So this whole month of March, staying busy.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
But all fun things.
All fun things, for sure. Which I feel like at this age, I don't want to do anything to celebrate my birthday. Like I just want to be in bed doing nothing. Which I'll probably do on my actual birthday because my actual birthday is a Wednesday. So
I'm not to that point yet. I still consider my birthday a national holiday.
Me too. I get excited about aging up every year. Sounds like you don't.
I don't.
That's okay. Okay, well, I have gathered, and me and Alyssa have gathered some fan art that we want to share. We're going to have them included up on the screen if you're watching on YouTube. If you're not watching on YouTube, you can also kind of head over to our Instagram page because we are going to post them on there as well. And so you can kind of follow along. But Hope's just going to rate these men and share any thoughts that come up.
And she knows nothing about them. She doesn't even know what books they're from.
I do not.
Or their names. Are we going to share that?
We can.
After?
I want to see if she can guess who they are just based on like us talking about them. Okay. So here's man number one.
He's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
So this is some very good fan art. Looks like maybe, I don't know if it's like some AI fan art or something, but I'm gonna give him a solid like 9.2.
9.2.
Yeah.
I love this.
Yeah.
Okay. Could you have any? Oh, go ahead.
Doesn't look fantasy-ish. Is it? Wait, give me the genre.
Yes, it's fantasy.
Is it?
Uh-huh.
Knowing who he is, I have to agree with your rating.
He's amazing.
I might have to rate him higher. I don't know.
So,
goodness.
do you have a guess of who, like where this might be from? This one's a little hard. I think it's not easy.
We haven't talked much about it.
I honestly have no guesses other than he is a beautiful man. So it's obviously something from a book that y'all have read.
Okay, so this is Orion from the Zodiac Academy. This is my favorite character, or favorite male character from that series, and right now I'm only on Heartless Sky. So I haven't finished the series, but he's my favorite.
He's a professor, Hope.
Yeah.
I know she likes those.
Yes. So is this a good representation of what y'all
I would
imagine
say
him very
so.
much
I think this
so.
is better than I could have even pictured, honestly.
Yeah, this is really close to what I had pictured.
Yeah.
Okay, we love that.
So a 9.2. Yay!
A man.
Amazing.
I like him.
Okay, moving on to our next guy.
I'm not a fan. I'm sorry.
I thought she was gonna rate them all high.
Oh, she was too. Okay.
Is that a tattoo?
It is a mark for sure.
I don't know. Maybe like a.
I mean, it's definitely just like your average romance, no fantasy element whatsoever. There is.
Is that wings?
Wings. And barbed tattooed across his forehead.
Oh, God.
Oh no. Okay, I don't know. Like maybe like a 6.5.
What do you hate about him? Why do you hate him?
Hate 6.5. Maybe dislike.
Not actively hate.
He's above average.
I'm not feeling the hair. I love tattoos, but that's kind of throwing me.
It's giving
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's so funny.
Ew.
Okay, so this is Hunt Athalar from Crescent City.
Okay.
Now listen, I said that these were our book boyfriends. Yes. Is he my least favorite Sarah J. Maas male main character? Yes. Does he have redeeming quality? Sure. But he's not my favorite, but I wanted to include him because he just has a different look about him. And we know that for Hope, that's a 6 point whatever rating. 6.5.
Yeah.
I've never read Crescent City, but I'm very familiar with who
Mhm.
that is.
Who's the other one
Intriguing.
in Crescent City? Rune
Runan.
Runan. Prince of Albarian That TikTok sound that went around for so long.
Forever.
Yeah, I will not forget him.
Yeah, y'all need to read that. It's like a beaver dream, but it's kind of fun. Okay, next.
Okay, I'm torn. I love the eyes. Eyes are gorgeous.
They're beautiful. I mean,
I don't know how I
They
feel
don't
about
look
the
real.
buzz cut, but I love the facial hair.
Mhm.
That's lovely. I'm gonna give it an 8.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it an 8.
Love the chain.
I was just about to say
over
something
it.
about it.
I do like a man who can pull off some jewelry. I do like
Did the
that.
wolf behind him sway you at all?
A little bit.
In which direction?
Higher.
So you like a wolf man? Oh.
Oh no. Oh my goodness. Okay, is this one of yours, Alyssa?
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
What gave it away? Me foaming at the mouth over here.
Is this from Bride?
Good job.
Did I get it?
Yes.
Slow hail.
Okay.
Proud of you.
Okay.
Both me and Alyssa, well, she found this and presented it to me, and I said, this is not what I pictured him as.
Yeah,
But I don't mind it.
it wasn't exactly what I pictured either, but this is better. So this is how I'll be picturing from now on.
What did you picture?
I pictured him darker haired.
I was gonna say that's probably what was throwing me.
Mhm.
I don't know what it is. No hate. I don't like blonde.
But I also think if it grew out, it wouldn't really be blonde.
I don't
Maybe
think
not.
it's blonde. I think he's more like a salt and pepper. Maybe.
Salt and
A
pepper.
little.
I do like
You
a
don't
salt
get the
and pepper.
gray? The white at the top?
It just looks like his scalp.
No, right there on the right.
I mean, yeah, a little bit.
Was he supposed to be salt and pepper? Is he older?
God, now I don't remember what they describe him as.
Older. He's older than what we're used to. He's like
I mean, I can't judge. I got some gray
Mid-30s.
hairs in me, so
he's like mid-30s. He's mature. He's hot.
Well, a solid 8.
An 8. Oh
You
By the
guessed
way,
that one. I'm so happy.
I'm so sorry. I have to say.
No, of course.
This week, Allie Hazelwood announced that there's going to be a sequel to Bride. And I am so freaking excited. I can't
It's
handle
called
it.
Mate. It comes out
Mate.
October 7th. We know where Alissa will be.
Yes, I will be reading that book as soon as it comes out. And if you hate Bride, I don't want to hear it. Actually, I do want to hear it. Go ahead and comment on our Instagram and I will personally respond.
Well, let's move on, shall we? Okay.
This one.
She eats them.
He looks really young.
I was surprised by this one too.
Yeah.
He looks really young.
I think it's the eyes that make him look really young.
Maybe. I don't know, but who else has a dragon? I'm just going to like Fourth Wing and I'm like, that's not Zayden.
This is yours. Is this even the person you're thinking it is? Because I thought he had a shaved head. Like a buzz cut.
Is it Dante?
Oh, this might be Dante, but you said it was Ryder.
What?
Mm-hmm.
This is not Ryder.
This is Dante, you're right.
He seems really young and I therefore do not feel like giving him a rating. He seems like he could be like 12. I don't know what it is. Not really 12.
My
But like,
Sorry,
no, not really. Not
This
really
man's in his
12.
20s at least.
Yeah,
Not really
so
12. I
low
don't know.
20s, but early 20s. But
He
yeah.
seems really young. I don't know.
I said it was Ryder. I don't think I meant to say it was Ryder.
Yeah. I mean, it has to be Dante.
It's definitely Dante. I think I was looking for a good Ryder, but I couldn't find one.
Yeah.
What is this
There's
from?
no one that could encapsulate
If
him.
anybody has good Ryder Draconis fan art, send it my way because he's my favorite.
So this is from The Ruthless Boys of the Zodiac, written by the same authors who wrote The Zodiac Academy. It's a prequel series that you're supposed to read like in betweenst The Zodiac Academy. And honestly, I like these books better.
Yeah.
Anything with dragons, I mean,
It's
I'm
a
down
why
for.
choose.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'll
Reverse
leave it there.
harem if anyone's interested in that. And this is there's 4 men. This is like my third favorite man.
Dante. I have a hard time
I don't.
picking between him and Gabriel. Ryder's my number one. I'm a dark romance girl, and Ryder just really encapsulated everything about dark romance. Dante's a little softer.
Mine
Softer at
was
heart.
Gabriel, Ryder, Dante, Leon.
Yeah, Leon's gotta be. I really liked Leon in the first book because I just felt like he was like exactly how she described him, sunshine. He just was what she needed. But he got on my nerves
He
towards
annoyed
the
me.
end.
Well, sorry, you couldn't rate him Hope.
Yeah, I apologize.
I'll
That's
rate the
okay.
dragon.
Okay. Sure.
10 out of 10.
Perfect. Okay, next.
I apologize for my bad pick.
Not a
of
bad
fan
pick.
art.
What is going on here?
Things are going on here.
He seems troubled.
That would be an understatement. That would be an understatement.
Like a 5.2.
Average?
Yeah. Just slightly above average. Just slightly. He's got good
He's
cheekbones.
blonde.
He's got good
Hope
cheekbones.
doesn't like that. I like his hair.
It's got some flow
His
to it.
suit.
I do like the suit, but it seems a little
Tattered. That makes it better. He doesn't care.
He's got other things to worry about.
Okay.
One specific person.
Yeah, I think you might know who this is if you just put your mind to it. I think you'll figure it out.
Will I?
Yeah.
Because the only thing I'm thinking of is some like Draco like fan fiction. That's the only thing I think of when I see like a blonde character.
No, but there's a blonde character
There's
that
like
we all know.
the one blonde main male character that everyone.
Genre. I need a genre here.
It's
YA fantasy?
dystopian.
Dystopian.
YA
YA
dystopian.
dystopian.
I own it.
It's a very long series.
Perhaps 8
Is
or
this
9
the
books.
Shatter Me? Is this Aaron, whoever, Warner? Is that right?
Yeah.
Aaron Warner.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
What does he say that makes everyone go feral? Turn over for me, love, or flip over for me, love?
Remember? It's been forever since I read this one. But he was a man obsessed, let me tell you.
Yeah, if you want a man's falls first.
Every time in every life.
Okay, see, but that's a thing. It's like the opposite of those like he's a 10 but da da da. I'm like he's a 5 but he is obsessed and falls first. I'm like, okay, that's a
So
fucking
now
10.
he's a
You know?
yeah.
I can't believe you rated him a 5.2. Like, if I saw him on the street, I mean, maybe not in his current getup. I'd probably
you would
run the
not.
other direction. Well, I don't know. I'm just kidding. But if I saw him on the street, I wouldn't be thinking, average.
Oh yeah, no. But when you put him up against the rest of them, the rest of the book boyfriends.
Other book boyfriends. Not average man off of a street. If we're looking at an average man off of the street, he's like 9.75.
Okay.
Up against other book boyfriends.
I'll let it slide because you don't know him.
Okay.
He needs like a column of his own.
Exactly. Okay. Next.
Oh.
Why am I struggling to remember this? It doesn't matter. What do you think?
9.8.
I think this person has everything Hope loves.
Yeah. For
Eyes,
sure. Dark
the facial
hair,
hair.
the light hair. I mean, the dark hair, the light eyes, the facial is just gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
I have no further words. Whoever created this, where is it? Nico's Creations. Thank you. Thank you for this.
Honestly, very good.
This is Riot from The Ritual.
Is it?
Yeah.
I love that name.
I want you to read
Riot?
it so bad. I think you would love him. I love him.
The Ritual. Oh no, I'm thinking of, was it Priest?
Yeah, that's a different one.
Not Priest. No, this is
by Chantal Tessier.
Yes, it's the one with the guy on the front, and he has like half a skull mask.
This is one where me and Alyssa do not agree. Yes, this fan art is beautiful. I didn't like The Ritual when I read it, but that was a long time ago.
I was gonna say you read it years ago,
though.
though, right?
Long time.
It should not be one of your first dark romances.
I don't think it was.
It's very dark.
Okay.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's very dark. I love this series. I cannot read them one after the other. I have to read one, take a break, read another. And I love dark romance.
And in my case, I read one and then I never looked back.
Yeah, I'm actually going to be doing a reread of this year because I miss them.
That'll be fun.
Top so far for me.
Nice. 9.8. That's really good.
9.8's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
And his personality makes him a 10.
I do this was a formative experience for me reading this book, so I do still see some of the scenes very vividly in my imagination.
Really?
Yeah, we'll have to talk later.
Yeah.
But there's an in the woods scene. And I can see it in my mind's eye.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay.
Wait, mine, I still vividly remember the warehouse scene where he's chasing her.
There's a lot of scenes.
If you like chasing, this is the book for you.
This is the book for you.
We went from one end of the spectrum to the other.
What do you think?
9.6.
Ooh. Is this because you're in your cowboy area, though?
I am. Yes. I'm in the middle of Flawless. Is that right? So I'm in the middle of Flawless right now. Actually, past middle. I only have like 80 pages left, 90 pages left. So I feel like I am very much in a cowboy era, but tattoos, gorgeous. Eyes, gorgeous. Loves animals, loves horses, Gorgeous. Yes.
Can I
he's
say
up there.
something and see if it changes your rating?
Okay.
He's a single dad.
What have I always said?
Yeah, I know. Hope doesn't want kids of her own.
No.
So she's looking for single dads.
But she's open to single dads.
This is her application to be a stepmommy.
No, that's
She's 26, everyone. Happy birthday.
Looking for a man, preferably 2 young children.
Can we
That's
stop?
funny.
No, yes, gorgeous. Love that. That brings it up some. I mean, he's caring, he's responsible. Love it.
He's definitely all of those things. This is Weston Belmont.
Is it from an Elsie Silver book?
Yes.
Okay.
From Wild Eyes.
Okay. So not the series I'm reading. No.
This
okay.
is the Rose Hill series.
Okay.
And he is one of my favorite Elsie Silverman. He's just so good.
He's like locked in from the beginning.
He's good-hearted. He falls quick. He falls hard. He takes good care of his kids. He's caring. He loves animals.
I love all this.
He's hot.
He bowls.
He's on a bowling team.
Oh, that's okay.
He's also got like, a little bit of a wild past, a wild streak.
Oh. You're only saying good things. So
Except for the bowling. You didn't like the bowling.
well,
I only have good things to say.
Okay, so 9.6.
yes,
I think that one's good as well.
for sure. Mm.
She thought Dante looked young.
I was gonna say this. He also looks really young.
He doesn't have facial hair, which is one of the things that Hope loves.
Yeah. You're right. I think it's the eyes. He looks too innocent.
He does not look troubled.
No.
Oh, we lost him.
We lost him
Don't
on our
worry, I'll
end,
get him back.
but it's in my head. I'm gonna say like a 7.8. Like he would have potential. So
He looks like a teddy bear to me.
yeah.
I haven't read this series, but I know who it is.
I was telling Alyssa
You
that,
haven't read it, so is this okay?
Yeah, I was telling Alyssa that at this point in the book, like when this scene is happening, he's supposed to not look like daunting. And I think we could very clearly tell that he does not.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I would be interested to see fan art from later in the book. That's all. Do we have a
You should have
guess?
put that like
Okay.
a before and after.
So it's one of
I know. I
so
should
it's
have.
one of your favorites. Have I heard you talk about it before?
I mean, I've definitely talked about it for sure. Just maybe not as much as I should because I really enjoyed it, but I just haven't like raved about it as much like to you guys.
Okay, then I don't know.
It's Powerless by
Oh,
Lauren Roberts.
interesting. I am excited to read those books.
Yeah. So this is Kai.
Hi, I like it.
I love him. This is at the beginning of the book.
Again, looks like he has potential, but also I don't know, just looks a little too innocent at this
Especially after we just saw Wes.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All that muscle.
Yeah, I know. He's like
Your
a man.
masculinity.
Okay.
This is a
Can
good
we
one.
can we make this bigger?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh.
It's not letting me. Here we go. We're gonna go like that.
Oh. Okay.
This is very much how I pictured him.
Yeah. He's perfect.
Even his brooding.
I don't think there's a more beautiful man.
9.3. No. 9.6.
Okay. Riot still wins.
Yes. Okay, tattoos. Love it. Obviously fantasy. And what you just said, dark, broody. I love it's a good vibe in the picture.
He's got some wings.
He does. He does.
That's a good hand. A lot of fan arts have really effed up hands. That's a good hand.
What are all the like dots?
There zodiac signs.
Yeah,
Oh.
like the constellations.
So also from the Zodiac Academy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The world.
The world.
The world
Mhm.
of.
Okay.
It's from that spin-off series.
Yes. So this is from the Ruthless Boys series. This is my favorite character, Gabriel.
So between this one and the other one,
Mm-hmm.
from this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish I had a
Sorry,
good one.
Dante.
I wish I had a good writer.
Yeah.
Also, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think that was a good fan art for Dante.
I don't think so either. I think there's probably better, but it wasn't bad.
It
It was
wasn't-
just a different style, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're good, and like the art in itself is good. It's just
Yeah.
not what we were picturing.
Yeah. To be clear, I could never do any of these. I don't know how they come up with these.
I know. Really blows my mind.
Honestly, every man I picture in my head just has dark hair unless and looks the exact same.
They all look the
Unless
same.
it's specified specifically that he has blonde hair or something.
Yeah. Okay, so we just switched.
Sometimes even if it is specified that they have blonde hair, I ignore it and I'm like, no.
Like, I'll like him more.
Yeah.
if I picture him
Not
the way I know
blonde.
what I want.
Yeah. Okay, yes, we did just switch
Hmm.
pictures.
We're looking at a tan man
Mhm.
with long blonde hair and a wolf behind him.
But
He's also very muscly.
I must say that this blonde is giving in some way.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Giving what rating would you say?
Like a 8.7.
I was
Oh.
not expecting
It's
that.
the wolf in the
It
background.
is. It has to be.
And
And the
Mhm.
ears.
Fey ears.
Yeah. Any fae, anything. It's gonna knock it up a couple points. And the scars and the light out. Yes. Yeah. It's pretty good.
Okay. This is so good to hear. In our Get to Know Us episode, very first episode we ever recorded, we were talking about the series, and me and Alyssa had a side convo about who Hope would like. And I said it should be this man, but it'll probably be someone else. So this is Fenris from
From
Throne of Glass series.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I can't even.
I'm not
Please, I
perfect.
can't even get it. I can't even get into it. I'll start crying.
Yeah.
No need to bring it up again.
He's next level.
Yeah.
I love him.
For a blonde, we like.
Pretty darn good. 8.7 even.
Fun fact, one of his quotes is on one of our most recent TikToks
Yes.
about the sad
Pain.
about being in pain
Oh.
after reading fantasy books.
Well, moving on.
Huh? 9.8.
I gotta win. I have to have the highest averages. Or is this yours?
I don't know who this is. I forgot.
Oh, then it's mine. I know who it is.
Okay. Yeah. Tattoos, the hair, the broodiness, the. Mm-hmm.
Where would you guess he's from?
I don't know. Is he fantasy? Is fantasy?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, duh, it says fantasy artwork right there. Y'all read so many books. I honestly don't know. And you're gonna tell me, and I'm gonna feel stupid.
It's from the Zodiac Academy. We've
Okay.
used it a
Oh,
lot.
I know who it is.
This is Darius Acrux.
Beautiful man.
What do you say?
Okay, this is your favorite?
Okay. I am on like the 4th or 5th book. I don't know which one it is, and I don't remember what it's called. I am starting to really like him.
Okay.
I can see him being my favorite. I am drawn to him. But I love Orion.
I feel
I
like
do
this
too.
whole session is just y'all trying to get me to read these books.
I think that for the experience, they're really good, and they hook you and like draw you in. Not like magnificent literature, okay?
Yeah.
It's just a fun time.
Again, we're here for the vibes. the good, the bad, and the spicy.
They're really
Exactly.
fun.
And that's what this series has.
They're really fun, but I've heard they get really painful. The book that I stopped on, I was starting to get a taste of that pain. I had a panic attack at the end. I was so scared. I had to read the first chapter of the next book before.
Is that the one that you were reading when I was reading Say You Swear at one of our book clubs?
No,
Yeah,
that was the
yes.
last book of the Ruthless Boys
Yes.
series.
Oh, okay. I was like, I know
Yeah.
you were in pain. I'm really scared for that one too.
That one, because they put my boy Ryder in danger so many times in that book.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say anything else about that, but yeah.
I think Alissa just finished the 4th book of Zodiac. She read the first chapter of the 5th book for,
reassurance
reasons.
because I was not going to continue if something had happened.
Anyways, and then she went over to the Ruthless Boys, which is 5 books, which that's a crazy side track to go from a 7 or it's 9 book series and to say oh, hey, when you get to the 4th book, go ahead and go over and read these 5 books. And by the way, they're all 500 pages. Have fun with that.
I feel like it's
But it was worth it.
I feel like it's definitely an undertaking, and I feel like I might have to tackle Throne of Glass first. That is my big goal.
It's definitely daunting. Like Kiara said, it's not like the best literature, but it's a mighty fun time.
I think so too.
Yeah. But it is a lot because the books aren't short by any means.
I was say Alissa is on the 5th book and she doesn't even know if she likes this man.
I do know I like him. I just know that there's way more to him, and I'm excited to explore that. But
yeah.
Gorgeous man. Tori is crazy. That's all I'm gonna say.
Gorgeous man, crazy. Gorgeous fan art. Thank you, Fantasy Artworks.
Perfect. Oh, and that's all.
That's it.
It's a good one.
I think both of mine got 9.8.
Okay, so between this one and the other one that I gave a 9.8, the one from the ritual,
would you like to see them?
I'm changing that to a solid 10 out of 10.
Really?
This one?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That makes a lot of sense.
Gosh. Yep. You're gonna go feral when you read that book. I need you to read that stat.
Say when you're done with Flawless, head on over to the ritual. It's completely opposite vibe.
Opposite vibe.
For real. That would be really
stark difference. I agree.
Yeah, so Flawless has really dug me out of my Onyx Storm deep dark depression hole, so I do appreciate Flawless for that.
And we knew it would be. We knew you needed that palate cleanser.
Yes,
so
for sure.
Nothing can bring me out of a slump like a cowboy romance.
I know, they just have a way about them.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if I'll move straight on to the next one after Flawless, or if I'll save those for my palate cleansers.
I wish I had done that.
You devoured them all.
I went into a frenzy. I was I got one and I literally was I have to go. So I went to the bookstore immediately, bought the whole series. I read Heartless in one night. I stayed up all night long and read it. My husband went to bed and was like, "Love you, babe." And then next thing I know, he's coming out into the living room and I was like, "What do you want?" And he was like, "I'm going to work." And I was like, "Oh shit,
it's morning time."
What? So yeah, I devoured those way faster than I probably should have, but I'll just enjoy them again some other time.
Exactly. Just wait long enough to where you forget everything except for the vibes. Exactly. Go back into it and it's like a whole new experience.
Exactly.
Love. Okay, well,
thank y'all for sharing these beautiful men and finding these for me. That was a fun time.
These are our birthday present to you.
You're welcome.
You're welcome for introducing
Mostly from Alissa because you liked all of hers.
We have the same type.
We do. That's why I tried to throw in a couple blondies because I was like, I know that Hope's not going to like them as much.
We had to throw some variety in there.
Yeah, we had.
They couldn't all just be 9s and 10s.
Exactly. We had to have our 5.5. Aaron Warner is the lowest.
Criminal Hope.
Crazy.
We're going to have to lock you up.
Again, I feel like character vibes can change a person. If I were to read it, he'd probably be higher. But just from looking at it, unfortunately.
You're a liar. Because if you read it, you would change him to brunette.
That's what I'm saying. Just from that picture alone, wasn't my vibes.
You're like, this is a great brunette man, and they're like, he's blonde.
Well, we have one more surprise for you, Hope, for your birthday.
Yes.
We secretly decided that we were going to read one of your favorite books so that we could discuss it with you.
Shut up. What book did y'all read?
And Kiara had read this previously, but she reread it. I read it for the first time, and it is Butcher and Blackbird by Brynn Weaver, and I just finished it. So it's fresh on my mind and ready to discuss.
Yeah.
Is cookies and cream ice cream ruined for you forever?
The thought of
This is so fun and exciting.
I don't know. Can we say that word?
We'll talk about it. But we did, just to kind of preface, Hope was trying to like plan the episode. Like, what are we talking about? Like, we don't need to do a birthday episode. It's fine. Like, guys, don't make it about me.
They both read so much more than me. I don't know. I feel like I get in slumps, and it takes a lot to pull me out of a reading slump. Like a lot. Like I will go months without reading. It's really bad. So they both have read so much more than me, and I feel like all my favorite books and all the books that I've read recently we've talked about on previous episodes. And it was like, we don't have to make this about me. Really, we don't. But this is so fun.
Yeah, she kept trying to scrap it, and we were like, no, it's gonna be so fun. And she just kept pushing. No, Hope, stop it.
I'm not scrapping this episode.
Mind your business. It's gonna be fine.
So I literally just finished it like a couple hours ago.
And so we will say, you know, we had our fun like Hope blind rating these men that she doesn't know, but now we will be talking about Butcher and Blackbird by what's her name, Brynn Weaver. And so if we will be giving spoilers, so if you have not read Butcher and Blackbird, I recommend you go read it. It's really short, it's really fast, and then come back. And then we're going to be sharing our like general thoughts, our rating, any like favorite quotes we have. And we'll be sharing those all with Hope.
Yes.
Alissa for the first time.
Yes. So if you have not read it, this is your final warning.
Please hop off. And you're going to get like 5 seconds. Okay?
And we'll see you next week.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Hope, I fear that you and I will not agree on this book.
I pulled her in there to plan.
I love it.
The look on her face is like, I was like, you hated it.
I did not hate it. I rated it a 4 out of 5.
That's not bad at all.
I rated it. I enjoyed it. It was a good time. Mm-hmm. Here's the thing. I went into this thinking it was going to be dark romance, and I would not classify this as dark romance.
No, I wouldn't either.
So I think that was a mistake on my part because I assumed that it was going to be dark romance just because of the vibes of the book and the vibes of the characters that it's explained on the back.
I feel like it was more
it even says on the back, dark romantic comedy. Mm-hmm. I would not call
this dark romantic comedy. Put those all 3 together.
I would call it a romantic comedy with dark themes. I wouldn't call it a dark romance.
Can you throw that to me?
Okay. Don't throw books in front of me.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
It's not my copy. It's fine.
I did read the content and trigger warnings to my husband, and he laughed the whole time. So we have eyeballs and eye sockets, amateur surgery, skin ornaments, chainsaws, axes, knives, scalpels, and a lot of sharp objects. Accidental cannibalism. I'm saying it. Not so accidental cannibalism. Questionable use of a mummified corpse, lobotomized manservant, ill-advised use of kitchen implements. I'm sorry about the cookies and cream ice cream. Detailed sex scenes, which include but are not limited to warming, rough sex, praise kink, adult toys, choking, spitting, dom, sub interactions, and genital piercings.
I didn't know we were full-blown going for it. I thought we were gonna make it a little more.
If we need to beep out, we'll beep out. But that's what you read going into it. Did you read the content and trigger warnings?
I did. And again, I need therapy, but
You're like,
I
this looks
wasn't
fine.
deterred.
No, this looks like a grand old time.
What's that one? I feel like it's a video or a sound. It's like content or trigger warning. You mean the menu?
Yeah.
The menu. That's
Yeah.
funny.
I mean, we'll just get into it. I enjoyed Rowan, the character.
Mhm.
He was
Yeah.
funny. I liked him. I enjoyed Sloan.
Yeah, Sloan. Like I just finished 2 hours
I
ago,
thought she was
and
nice. I thought it was a little like, I don't know. I thought it. Again, I'm a vibe reader, but sometimes I do get hung up on certain aspects of like a character or something.
Mhm.
Like I just didn't feel like her being shy and like
matched her character
I
vibe
did
at all.
not think it matched her character vibe at all.
Mhm.
Like I could see her being quiet, I could see her being reserved, but like shy and scared to tell a man how she felt. I was like, girl, you kill people.
I mean, that's true.
I get that. I do get that.
Mhm.
So that was frustrating to me. The beginning part of the book was frustrating. Once they like admitted their feelings and the fact that they were going so long in between seeing each other,
Yeah.
that was getting on my nerves as well.
I also think though that from her perspective, it's like she hasn't let anyone close to her in God knows how long. And so I think being nervous to like let someone fully in, that makes a lot of sense to me. But also at the same time, like from the beginning, this man is obsessed with you.
He didn't hide it.
He
I
did not
don't
hide it, not
understand
one
what
bit.
she was like scared. But she was like, "What if he doesn't like me?" I'm like, "Girl, he's giving you every green flag in the book. He's
Mhm.
literally basically like checkered flag waving. Please pick me. This is the finish line."
If there was ever like two people meant for each other, I feel like it's them.
It's them.
It's them. Do they both need therapy individually? Yes. Do they need couples therapy? No. They're perfect.
I did write a note to myself that I said, so these two individuals have a lot of fucking demons, like capital letter demons. And then I said, I wonder if Alyssa will like this or not. Because we've talked about like the demons inside.
Yeah.
And how
I
Alyssa
mean,
does not like
they
those.
didn't like harp on it, so I was
Mm,
like, if
a
they
little bit for her.
a little bit for her.
Mhm.
I wish they had gone, honestly, this is going to surprise you. I wish they had gone more into it.
That does
Like
surprise
more
me.
into her background and
But I get
why,
it. Mhm.
and more into his. Like his is a little more straightforward. Like his dad was abusive, so they killed his dad, and then he was like, "Oh heck yeah, I can eliminate these bad people."
Yeah.
His like makes sense to me, so I was like, I don't need more information on him really,
Mhm.
but I wanted more information about her, like and her background and why she started.
Mhm.
And I wanted more about her and Lark's, like what happened there. Like I
Yeah.
get what happened, but I want to know the details because if someone killed for me, I don't know. I don't know if I'd immediately be like bestie for the restie.
But I think they had to keep it like vague on purpose so that Lark could have her book.
I'm
That's
so
so
excited.
true.
I'm thinking it'll dive in more in the second book, and I have not read the second book
I
yet, so
haven't
maybe we
either.
can all read it together as like a book
We
club
should.
book.
I
Yeah.
didn't know y'all hadn't read the second one.
Mm-mm.
This is very par for course for me. I always like the second
Better.
characters. Like I'm always like I'll be reading the first book, but I'm always looking for like a different couple to pop up.
Mhm.
So like her and Lachlan, I love Lachlan.
Yes, me too.
I figured you would like
I'm
Lachlan.
so obsessed. I can't. I just love him so much. And the fact that he walked Sloane down the aisle when they got married
Beautiful.
and he calls her Spider Lady. I just love everything about him. Let me tell you. He's not even. This is my problem I have with books. I like the non-main characters more every time.
That's okay because they're going to be the main characters of their own
I
book.
was gonna say, which is good for you in this case because they have their own book.
Yeah, I'm
Mhm.
also very like intrigued by the Rose and Keon.
I think it's Fionn.
Fionn?
Is that how you say his name
I have
though?
no idea.
Fionn.
The
I
third
think it's
brother.
Fionn.
Anyway, I really like a brother dynamic. I love it. And I liked their dynamic. I liked that they seemed very human, even though they like murder people on the side.
Yeah.
I feel like the author did a really good job of making a typical type of person who in like regular society would be
Yeah.
shunned and like we dislike them, made them very likable and made them want like I want to be on their side.
Well, I do want to be clear. They should be shunned for a reason.
Well, yes. I'm just saying
Murder
the
is
author did a
not.
really good job,
Yeah,
I'm saying, of
yeah.
making
Yeah.
that,
No, I know what you're saying, but I
making it
just want to make
relatable.
it clear to the audience that we don't think that people should be
We do not condone murder
no, or killers or
in any
violence.
kind of fashion, especially the serial kind.
No, they're yeah, you are not judge, jury, and executioner, so please don't go around killing people that you think are
I
bad.
hate that we have to say that today, but we have to.
We must preface. But yeah, I thought it was funny. I thought some of those spicy scenes. I mean, I read some pretty raunchy shit, and I was like,
The raven tattoo.
I gasped.
What did you think about the tattoo?
I thought it was a little overboard. I'm sorry. I think he's a little too obsessed. Like when a man
Nope.
is too perfect, I get red flags. I don't know why, but if they and Rowan was just a little too perfect. Like if they had just made him
I don't know, a serial killer?
no. That's fine. No, but I'm saying like in their relationship, like if they had just
No.
made him a little more like reserved, a little more like he saved a booth at his restaurant for her. Like
For
so
years.
sweet. For years. That was I mean it's sweet, yeah, but a little stalkery. A little crazy. And like I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Someone needs to fix me, I guess.
No, you're good.
If a man is too perfect, like if it's like if a author's really harping on how like, oh, you know, he responds perfect every single time. He does this. He's, you know, caring. He thinks about her all the time and all this stuff. I'm like, he is human too.
I wonder if they would have like made it more outwardly of like he's stalking her and like that's a part of the plot.
Yeah.
Like when he's outside her house and things like that. And if there was a creepy element of like, how do you know that? I wonder if you would have liked it more.
I thought that was the sweetest part. When he was sending her groceries and then talking her through how to cook them.
Yes.
I thought that was so
From
sweet.
outside her house.
Yes. That's sweeter to me than him saving a booth for her at his restaurant for years and telling his staff, if she comes in, you need to let me know right away.
I think they're on the same like playing field.
I don't.
I think it's like I was like the raven tattoo, the booth, the telling everyone.
Can I also say I thought I could not picture how she was dismembering people. Like I was so confused like about the map and stuff. I was like, this is some Criminal Minds shit.
Yeah.
We need
And she plucks. She doesn't gouge.
Yeah.
The left's always a little gougy.
No, she's a plucker.
But
I think that's also why I really liked it. I love Criminal Minds, and I was just
I love Criminal Minds too, but I also because I watch Criminal Minds and stuff, every single place they were, I was like, they're leaving so much DNA behind. Like, how have they not been caught? And then, like, every time he got injured, I was like, they can't go to the hospital because if they go to the hospital, if they get DNA on them at all, like, they're going to be caught for all of these murders.
I would say, well, the first one, okay, so I really like the idea of the competition. I thought that was obviously, like, I never heard anything like it. It was such a fresh idea. But the first kill at the hotel, it was Francis, the peeping Tom.
Yes.
And when they killed him, that's when like Rowan went feral and we got to see those demons come out. And from that moment on, I was obsessed. Like, yes, I liked him. I thought he was funny. I thought he had like some good comedic banter. But like in that moment when he wasn't being funny and he's whispering to her like, she is mine. Like that's where you went wrong, is by messing with her.
Yeah.
And then he kills him with his bare hands. I was sold. And they cleaned up the scene for 3 days. Like they do say that. They're like, yep, we stuck by each other for 3 days while we, fixed our mess.
Yeah. The chainsaw guy.
Yeah.
That one had so many loose ends. I was like, the girl that got away.
Yeah. I say that was Harvey Mead, if anyone was wondering.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did think about that too. I was wondering like maybe it'll come up next book,
Yeah.
but no, I mean I haven't.
And
There's
then
nothing in this book.
the way I did really like how he blamed himself for her getting hurt. And he was very like, this is my fault, and he took care of her and just
Very honorable and protective, your type,
I have a
maybe?
very like I have a very strong type. It's hard to sway. Yeah. I will pretty much a man can do anything in a book in a book. He can do pretty much anything as long as he's honorable, and I'll forgive him.
Even if he's not honorable at the beginning, but he turns
Those are my
honorable.
favorite.
Yep, I don't blame ya. I do want to hear your thoughts about the David storyline. David,
I was
mhm.
fooled. I thought he was lobotomized.
This is so good to hear.
Okay.
This is so good to hear.
I had to read the part twice about him putting a gun to Rowan's head because I was like,
Wait, what's happening?
I was like, oh, David's gonna save him. Like I thought it was someone else coming into the restaurant, and
Yeah.
I was like, oh, like they've been mentioning how David's a great worker, how like and this was Sloane's idea to bring him back. Like David's gonna like save Rowan, and then I realized it was David, and I was like, they got me, they fooled me.
They fooled me as well. I was
Yeah.
fooled.
I was fooled, and when I was going into the reread, I was like aware of the David storyline. So I went in looking for those subtle hints, and I had made a note of like, I don't think she really hinted at it at all. No wonder I was fooled.
Well,
Full on surprise.
again, I am a vibe reader. I will overlook a lot of details for the vibe of the book if I enjoy it. I will say I don't think it really counts as a plot twist if you don't give any indication that
Foreshadows or
Mhm.
if I like reread it and I'm still like, oh, then you just wrote what you wanted to write. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like if she had mentioned like that he grunted or like his eyes flicked to them or something at some point, then I'd be like sold. But
Yeah, but also we're in their perspective, so we're learning what they're learning as they're learning it.
that's true.
And
That's
so
true.
for them to be fully blindsided, we had to be fully
I guess
blindsided.
I'm just used to like fantasy authors and the way they like twist
Yeah.
everything into their stories.
and it all melds together like a puzzle in the last 100
And so you
pages.
know
Yes.
that that was their intention from the beginning, whereas
Right.
you're feeling like, "Oh, how do we know this was her intention from the
Yeah, I
beginning?"
felt like she was just
There were
like
no
writing the
hints.
book and it was like, we need something else to
I
happen.
hear you. I
David.
know.
I feel
I
like
was thinking it was a little far-fetched, but I also thought about that too. I was like, it was a little dramatized, but I'm just here for entertainment, so I was vibing.
I feel like it's more of like a mystery thriller type where an author writes and doesn't necessarily know who the killer is themselves until they get to the very end because
Mhm.
they don't want us to know either. So I feel like that like
Kind of
it
thing.
could have been like
Yeah,
that
and
too.
they can go about that in both the different ways of, like, knowing from the beginning who they are and weaving those things in, and so usually when I'm shocked at the end of a mystery thriller, that's how I know it's a good book, but also that could happen too, where it's like you don't know writing it,
Mhm.
so
Yeah, that's true. I wonder, is this her first book she's written? Do we know?
I'm pretty sure. I
Because
could
I
be
will
wrong.
say, like,
Hope we'll look.
her writing was great. Like, I love when I read a series and I can tell, like, a writer's first book versus they just get better and better with time. Like, I really felt that with Lila Sage. Like, her
Mhm.
Done and Dusted book, I thought it was good. Wasn't great, but thought it was good. The last book that she put out, great.
Yeah.
I loved it. And I did that with Sarah J. Maas as well. Throne of Glass was a little bit shaky and you can just
Yeah.
tell the writing improves and improves and improves. So if this is her starting book, I feel like it's just going to get better from here.
Yeah, especially if the next 2 characters of the next book are people that you're a already intrigued about.
Yes, I'm very excited to read the second book. I am.
Mhm. Yeah, me too. I can't believe I think me and Hope have had that book since it came out. Have not read it.
It
I
is not her first book.
Oh, it's
It's
not.
not.
Mm-mm.
Okay, yeah, her writing's
She
good.
she had two out before this one, The Diviner and the Elysian. I don't know. Seems like they came out 2 years prior to Butcher and Blackbird.
That is wild though, because usually, like, even if it's not a debut novel, but an author has like a breakout book, like most people will go through, read that book, and then be like, okay, well now I'm going to read their backlog.
Yeah, and I haven't heard of
And I
that.
haven't heard anything about it. And like this was out for a year, and it got pretty popular pretty quick, I would say. So you would think, like, in waiting for the next book, people might go back.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll have to look at that.
The third one is coming out soon, isn't it?
It already came out.
The third one? Oh, it's out?
Yeah, I think it was in February.
Oh.
Like this past week or something. It's Scythe and Sparrow.
No, that's the
Scythe and Sparrow.
second one.
Larkin.
No, Leather and Lark is the
Leather
second
and
one.
Lark.
Which I love that, by the way. That title is really good because he's a leather worker. Also, I really loved the like short chapter we got where it like basically tells you what the second book's gonna be about. That guy is like hunting Lachlan because of Rowan.
I loved that.
I love that dynamic as well.
I thought it was a good setup for the next book.
Teaser.
Yeah.
I appreciated that from the author. I mean, we only got that in every book, like, I don't know, Onyx Storm or something.
But I mean, yeah, I don't ever like to say, I hate saying bad things about books because I think everyone works so hard when they write a book, and you know, what's not my cup of tea is somebody else's. So the things I didn't like about this book, I can see why other people like it. Like, I think it was a good book. I rated it a 4, so
I mean, yeah.
I liked how it was such a quick read for me. Like, I feel like there was no lulls or slow paces. I just feel like it was just constantly going.
Yeah,
which I appreciated.
even though it happened over like a 4-year timeline, the book was pretty fast paced. So I did enjoy that. I love a fast paced book, but
yeah,
because
I'm excited to see Leather and Lark. It's probably going to go back in time.
I'm
like when they first meet.
I'm so excited for
would
that
hope.
book.
I would hope.
I'm excited. I think we should read it together.
I would say because he doesn't like her like from the jump.
Yeah.
So I wonder like what their first interaction was. We didn't get to see.
I know they hate each other. Ah, that's my favorite trope. Enemies to lovers.
I did make a note of I said their weird ass marriage proposal.
Oh my gosh.
I
thought it was perfect for them. Like, I was like, sure.
I did say, I was like, I think this will be Alyssa's final straw.
Really?
Yeah. But there was another time that I noted, I think it was, didn't they like Mama Bird?
Yeah.
I said I forgot about the Mama Bird. Oh my God. I texted Alyssa about this.
I audibly gasped. I was sitting in bed.
Maybe I blocked this from my memory. I don't know what y'all are talking about.
Someone finished. It was in someone's mouth and it ended up in someone else's.
I remember.
Yeah. I audibly gasped. I said, ugh. And that has happened before in a book I've read. However, not the way he did it. That was creative, Bryn.
Good job.
Wasn't prepared for that one. I audibly gasped. I'm blushing right now. But
do you guys know the death count from this book?
No.
Can I guess?
Mm-hmm.
Are we counting the first guy that's already dead?
We're counting everyone who's dead.
Okay. Everyone that's mentioned to be dead?
Yeah.
It's got to be like 10, 12. 12's my guess.
I guess I didn't mention the people that they're like, oh, I killed him back in like the day.
Okay, see? Then 6.
Yep. We have the guy at the beginning, the beast of the bayou. We have Francis Peeping Tom. We have Thorsten Harris, fancy cannibal guy. Harvey Mead, David, and then Dr. Stephen Rostis, who they saw at the gala. And then they killed, he was the guy whose eye socket held the ring or something like that.
Yeah, how romantic.
For the marriage proposal. Yay.
The left one is always a little gougy.
Yep. And he knows that about her, and he thought about her. He was like, this will be funny. This will be great for our marriage proposal.
I was
looking back at it.
It's crazy.
It had to be like a pretty big eye socket to fit like a note and a ring.
Wrapped
multiple layers. She was unwrapping for a while. Yeah, so.
Had to be pretty gougy.
He must have had pretty big eye sockets.
Yeah.
Big-eyed dude.
Well, I rated it the same that I did the first time I read it, which was I rated it a 4.25. Yes, I do quarter points. I don't care. It fits. It wasn't a 4.5. It wasn't a 4.
What was your rating, Hope?
My phone is currently the camera. I want to say it was also a 4 point something. I think it was actually a 4.5 at the time.
Yeah.
Because I really I read it for the vibes. I enjoyed it. I read it quickly. I was enthralled by it while I was reading.
I mean, no judgment here. I rated Bride 5-star, and you can't convince me otherwise.
I listened to the audiobook the second time around, and the audiobook is so good.
Is it?
It is so good.
Is it 2 narrators, or is it just one?
Yes, 2 narrators.
That's fun.
And so I really want to listen to Leather and Lark with that, but it's on Audible, so. And I got like the free subscription to listen to this, and then I canceled. So I might have to buy that one, but it's so good. And their banter in audiobook format, chef's kiss.
Again, any book with banter, I'm gonna eat it up.
I just have such a hard time with audiobooks. I don't know what it is.
Okay. That's okay.
Hope, I hope you enjoyed your birthday episode.
It was so much fun. Thank you for reading a book for me.
Of course.
Oh my
We were excited to. Obviously, I'd already read it, but I did want to read it again. It's been years. And then hopefully we can read Leather and Lark together.
Yes, that would be so fun.
That will be fun.
Okay, well, we want to thank you for sticking with us while we shared some beautiful fan art with our favorite bookmen with Hope. We hope you were able to follow along with her blind ranking by watching our YouTube or by visiting our Instagram page, where we included all of the fan art and tagged the very talented creators.
Make sure you follow us on all of our socials at Totally Booked Readers so you can stay up to date on our most recent episodes and releases.
And we hope you take some time out of your Totally Booked schedules to join us next Tuesday when we will be arguing against 1-star reviews of our favorite books.
We're so excited.
I'm very excited for that one. I'm gonna get aggressive.
Probably. Beware.
Okay.
Thanks
for joining us.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.